Good morning, students. Beta, in the last lecture, we did mechanical advantage, velocity ratio, efficiency, then work input and work output. Then we studied that due to the friction and because of the weight of the moving parts of the machine, efficiency is always less than 1 or 100%. Then if efficiency is less than 1, mechanical advantage will also be less than 1. But बच्चे always remember these two things will change, but velocity ratio will always remain same. Then after that, today we are going to do principle of a machine. For that, beta, today we are going to do principle of a machine. A machine can't do work by itself. A machine can't do work by itself. We have to put some effort on the machine. Then it will overcome the load. Then it will overcome the load and energy will be obtained. We will get the output. Energy will be obtained. For that, beta, you can take two examples from your daily life, like until for getting the output on the computer. Firstly, what we will do, we will switch on the computer. Then after that, we will give the instructions, or we will give some data to the computer. Then after that only we will get the result on the computer. Second example you can take of a pulley. We have to take out a bucket full of water from the pulley. What we will do? We will apply the effort. We will start pulling the rope downward, and the bucket full of water will start coming up. Means until we are not doing work on the machine, it will not do work. It will not give the output. Now principle of machine says that output energy should be equal to input energy, or output work should be equal to input work. But beta, this is for ideal machine. For ideal machine. Now what is output energy? Energy and work are same thing. Output means how much load is overcome. So load multiplied by distance moved by the load. Work is force multiplied by displacement. Everybody knows. So output means load, force will be load multiplied by distance will be distance moved by the load, will be equal to input energy. Input energy means input work. Input when we have to put some effort. So force will be effort multiplied by distance moved by the effort. Now beta, L over E will be equal to dE by dL. Now what is L by E? It is mechanical advantage. And what is dE by dL? That is velocity ratio. So always remember, for the ideal machine, mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio. But for the practical machine, beta, for practical machine, output energy will always be less than input energy. Always we will put more efforts and result will be less. So Again same way you have to start beta. L into dl is less than E multiplied by dE. Again same step, L by E is less than dE by dl. So beta L over E is mechanical advantage, is less than dE by dl is velocity ratio. dE over dl is velocity ratio and load over effort is mechanical advantage. So for the practical machine, always mechanical advantage is less than velocity ratio. For the ideal machine, mechanical advantage is equal to velocity ratio. Now next is beta, we have to derive the relation between mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency. For that we have to apply the formula for efficiency. It will be equal to work output divided by work input. Now what is work output? Work output is L multiplied by dl. And what is work input? E multiplied by dE. Now beta, what is L by E? L, now separate the terms, then more clarity will be there. L by E is mechanical advantage. We know mechanical advantage is load by effort. Now beta, velocity ratio is dE by dl. And if we reciprocate 1 by VR, it will become dl by dE. So it is 1 divided by velocity ratio. So we have derived the relation between mechanical advantage, velocity ratio and efficiency. This is the relation for this one. So in the formulas, please use this formula or this formula if efficiency is given to you according to the given data.